Boom.
Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
hello, hello.
Happy Thursday.
Yes, Thursday indeed. Cool. Just checking out here.
Awesome. So today we have a very exciting topic to talk about due to popular demand. We're going to teach you how to craft your impact message that's going to be your signature offer, so to say. So, Matt, do you want to take the microphone in a sense?
Hey there, guys. Sorry about that. Just seeing some tech errors here. Yes, excited to be here. My name is Matt. I'm a head business strategist here with Infinite Growth Mentorship. Happy Thursday indeed, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Who's in the live stream here? Drop a comment, say hello. Just love to see who's in. We got Sunday in. Hello, hello. Good to see you. What else we got? And we got a couple people on the side. I just want to say hello. It's been a while since I've done one of these lives, but I have a lot of fun with these. Just really a way for me to like connect with you guys, just like not just through Facebook, through a live. Cool. We got Sarah in the house. Hello, Sarah. And where are you guys calling in from, by the way? I'm based out in Toronto, Canada. Not sure if you guys have been in Canada. I know there's a lot of Canadians here. It's weather is just getting a little bit colder. We had a really good few months of summer, a little bit rainy. He says, I love Dr. Mel. Okay, CA. Okay, cool. Amazing, amazing. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. We really want to over deliver for you here. We've just had a really great couple days just chatting with doctors, practitioners, or coaches who have something really awesome to share, that they just feel like they want to get the message out, and they really want to help other people with transformations. And one of the things that we found that a lot of them need help with is really their messaging and offer. Okay, guys, whether you're already have an existing business or you're thinking about starting your coaching consulting online practice, really important that you get this super dialed in. All right, and I'm going to show you how to do it, so make sure you stay around for the call. And if you want us to take a look at what you're thinking about, we can maybe help you craft something out here, because I guarantee you that once you get this thing dialed in, you're already going to start making money. Okay, yeah. Because the biggest challenge that I see is when they don't have this dialed in, their content's not landing, people aren't listening to them, and people are not very clear as to what it is you do. Okay, as well as it's hard to really distinguish yourself in the whole like sea of people. Okay, so that's what we're going to cover on this live. Okay, cool, we got a couple of people jumping in. Paula, welcome. So that's what we're going to cover here. And if you want, I have this document training here. If you guys want it, just comment the word message in the comments, put in the comments, and then I will send it over to you. But this is going to be so important, guys. Yes. Okay, perfect. So a little bit about me. I'm not going to spend too long here, but just to give you guys a little bit of context here, I've worked with multiple accounts, people who have been starting their businesses, people who've been looking to scale their businesses. So I've crafted multiple messages. And like I said, one of the things that you're going to find is that once we go ahead and figure this out, everything becomes a lot more clear. Your deliverables, your messaging, because I mean, you can have really good content, but if it's not clear, people aren't going to listen. That's just the fact. I don't know if you guys ever had times where you're putting out posts and you feel kind of like directionless, or you put out a post and it's not getting a lot of engagement. The first thing we take a look at is, okay, is your messaging clear? Is who you're talking to very clear? And just to give you guys a little bit of like context here, we have Mel's kind of like old account here. Mel, I don't expect me to just
don't do that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to her. But we can look at our old posts here.
You wouldn't open it.
Oh, sorry. But you see the comments here. Messaging
God.
is topics are not really clear. But then we look at her account now, all right, where she's got about like almost 200K followers. Okay. Her topics, the things she covers, the pain points she hits. I kid you not, we get tons of messages of people saying, "Oh my goodness, I stumbled across your TikTok and it really spoke to me. It really spoke to what it is I was struggling with. How can I get help from you?" Okay. So it really is a night and day difference. So this is why, guys, I'm gonna like emphasize a lot. Just getting clear on this will not only make you more money, but it will also attract the right clients to your front door and repel the wrong ones from your services. And that's really what we want, right? We want to be able to not just make content just to go viral, become popular. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's totally fine. You can post whatever you want. That's going to get the clicks. But it's like, all right, how do I post content that's going to attract the right people to my offer so I can eventually enroll them? They become a dream clients. Okay. So starting with the messaging, you really have to understand like human psychology and really the foundation and building blocks of why people follow a brand. Why do people follow you? Okay. People follow a message when it's very clear and it's something that they can rally around. Okay. It's like this flag that people will go to war for, this flag that really speaks to whatever it is that's going on in their life. Second thing is your audience needs to feel heard. They need to feel like you understand them, that you're someone that, okay, this is a person who understands what it is I'm going through, therefore I will listen to them. Because if you don't have that, people are just going to feel like you're talking at them and they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen to your message. All right. And third thing is, once you dial in the messaging, you get super duper clear about your offer. You'll be seen as a specialist and not a generalist. Right. When I go to the doctor's office and I have an ear infection, who am I going to listen to more? Am I listening to my family doctor? Okay, maybe, but maybe I want to talk to the person who specializes in fixing ears. They can charge more. I care more about what they have to say because I know that they've really studied my problem and they have the solution to essentially help me with it. Mel, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, that's beautiful. And exactly like with our doctors, sometimes when I'm talking to other doctors recently, I'm telling them, like, for example, if we say Megan, a holistic doctor, then people are like, oh yeah, that's great, wonderful. But if we establish Megan as the Hashimoto expert, then everybody would be like, wow, she's the Hashimoto expert. Now she's not only an expert, but everybody for like common stuff would come to her too, because she's officially an expert of some sort. And even it's not even just about, us having a clear message. I feel like it's kind of like our duty to be super clear about what we want to offer, because the reason pharmaceutical companies are taking over, there's more sicknesses and more illnesses in the world, is because they have their marketing so dialed in that everybody would be like, wow, I need to take this chemical pill. And we all know that the chemical pill is not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to make you more sick and mask the symptoms. So our duty as doctors is to make sure that people understand who we are, how we're serving them, and how we're going to prevent disease. And through this, we're going to make massive impact on helping people to prevent and then restore their bodies back to homeostasis. So it's super important for sure.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, the same thing applies to, wellness coaches or anyone who's looking to package a skill set or gift that they want to create an online program, an online mentorship.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to the power of one. Okay. And I'll dive into this a little bit and how you can really identify that one type of audience. A lot of the challenges I see is that everyone wants to help everyone with everything. Okay. It's like, I help people achieve this super broad outcome. That's fine. But the problem with that is if you kind of like shout to everyone, like no one's going to come to you. That's just a fact, because like I mentioned, it doesn't really feel like they're being heard. It doesn't really feel like, okay, this person understands me. They're just kind of like super broad. So what we want to do is narrow it down. And I know for some of us, it might be a little bit scary. It's like, okay, well, if I narrow down, like I feel like I'm gonna missing out on this, I'm missing out on this business. But I guarantee you that if you do this, not only are you gonna get the dream clients that you want to work with, but you can charge higher prices, which means that you can really focus on the quality of work you do, as opposed to the quantity. Okay. So call this the power of one, just getting very specific of who you're helping, okay, what you help them achieve, and how you help them to do that. All right. And the little bonus here is if you can attach a time frame, that's just going to make your messaging a lot more stronger. It's going to add urgency. But let's just go ahead and kick it off with the who, what, and how. Okay. So I want to talk about the who, specific audience. All right. Who is the person that I'm literally writing to? Who is the person that I am speaking to? Right? Is it Matthew? The not gonna say my age here, 20 to 30-year-old gentleman who's struggling with leg pain. Right? That's how specific we want to get. Like, think about who is you're speaking to and imagine their day. As soon as they wake up all the way to the time they sleep, what is it, the challenges that they go through? And ultimately, what's that dream desire that they want? Just doing that alone is going to help your content be so much more focused. And then that's when you get the messages of people saying, oh my goodness, that post you did really, really helped me. Or that post you made really, really served me. Can I learn more about what it is you do? Okay, so write down a piece of paper, name, age, where they live, what happens when they wake up, what happens when they go to work, when to sleep, and where does this problem that you're going to arise in their day? Okay, so now we fixed your mindset. We've got you really super dialed in on who you're speaking to. What specifically are you helping them to achieve? Okay, human behavior is dictated by two things. We're either trying to run to something or away from something. Okay, so what's the goal? What's the dream outcome that they're basically heading towards? That makes them wake up and be like, I'm so motivated to take action to achieve this. Or what is this bleeding issue? And I don't mean like literally, but like, what is this bleeding issue that I'm like, man, I just I need to solve this. Like, this cannot wait. This is urgent. I need to solve this. Because if we can identify one of the two things, what's going to happen, like I mentioned, you're going to elicit behavior. You're going to start to get people to take action. And this is what we want our content to do. We want to inspire people to take action, whether it's to hit that goal of getting from 200 pounds to 150 pounds, or it's like, hey, I need to really fix this like broken knee. So we got the who, we got the what, and then getting clear on the how. All right. So how are you going to now help them achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve, or help them get away from that pain? Okay. And this is where I see a lot of people make mistake too, is that they just kind of come with super something generic. But whatever it is, whatever your skill set, whatever your method is, just have it clearly lined in terms of how you're going to get there, because they need to see that what you're going to teach them is actually going to help them to achieve that. Okay. If you guys want me to take a look at your messaging based off this, drop a 1 in the chat and be happy to take a look at it, help you dial that in. Other than that, just go ahead and we'll show you some examples of what like a good message looks like and what a bad message looks like. Let's start off with the bad though. I just drafted this example real quick here, but it's saying something generic like, I help people with their nutrition so they can feel better. All right, so what is the problem with this? Okay, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, helping them feel better, I mean, that's a good thing, right? Yeah, but what does making them feel better even mean? Like, what I feel better is different than what Mel feels better. What Mel feels better compared to what Sarah feels better, right? So, and also not very specific in terms of who you're helping. Okay. So first things first is I would take a look at, all right, what what is it that I'm trying to do? Like, what is feeling better mean? And that comes from the audience you want to serve first. So once you figure out who you want to help, then you can determine, all right, what is it like? What does better look for them? Remember, I told you about that thought exercise about, all right, looking at their day, breaking it down. What do they want to achieve? Once you dial down on your audience, then you can get clear on the outcome. All right. So I'm gonna show you an example of a more refined. I help busy moms increase their energy levels without relying on coffee. Okay, you can see a contrast here. You see a lot more clear who you're helping, what you're helping them achieve. This is the feel better. And then just as a bonus here, without relying on coffee. So what did I do there? I looked at, okay, I want to work with busy moms, maybe because in my past time, this is who I've been working with, or this is maybe someone who is who's myself. Maybe I'm busy about myself. And when I break down their day, all right, like energy levels, they gotta work with the kids, they gotta go to work, they gotta do all these things, and their energy levels dip. So I want to help them increase their energy levels so that they can do the things that they have to do. But what do they usually turn to? Coffee, energy drinks, like green teas. So I want to help them do it without relying on the things that they always were trying to use to get more energy levels. Boom. See, guys, like, make sure you guys really note this down, because I'm telling you, just defining this alone is going to help you guys so much in terms of your content. It's going to help you be seen as an expert. It's going to help you be seen as like, all right, this is the person I need to go. He's literally speaking to me. So just taking time to do this is going to make you so much more money. Okay. Now, if you need help with this, like if you guys are like, hey, I really need help to dial this in a lot more, guys, go ahead and book a call. Go and book a call. Well, the first things we do is when we speak to you is we help you get clear on that message, because that is the foundation of everything. Once you get clear on that, your content's going to do a lot better. You're going to attract the right people. You're allowed to charge higher prices. So Melon, if you can drop a link into the chat to book a call, but if that's something you want to do, guys, we can do that with you. And that's the first thing we do. A little bit of a bonus here for you guys too is this is good. Like, this is good enough to get clear on your content, but if there's a unique way, or at least, like the way you package it, a unique way that you actually help them to achieve a certain result, it's going to be even better. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mel dropped a link, a book a call, so make sure you guys do that. So for example, with Gut Can Be Happy, which was Mel's flagship program, she had something called the root cause method. Okay, that was like the unique way that she would get her clients results. Okay, so just think about, all right, how is my approach different than like someone else's, and how can I give it like a really cool name that's going to make people intrigued, but at the same time, like, they kind of get it, like they kind of get like, okay, I see what this person's going to do, and immediately you're going to start to distinguish yourself, make yourself a lot more different than a lot of the competition. Right? Remember how I spoke about, listen, you're in this ocean of like people who are probably in the same space, so you're trying to leverage anything that makes you even remotely different. It all comes down to getting clear on your message, the what, the who, what, how, and then just your mechanism. If you guys, like I mentioned, if you guys had want us to take a look at what your current messaging is, or wants to help you brainstorm a niche idea, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. And then feel free to like just type in like who it is you want to help, what you want to help them achieve, and how. But if you already even have something, happy to take a look at that for you. I've basically helped, like, I've seen like hundreds of people craft their messages, and immediately they see results like once they change this one thing. So really take advantage of this time now to do so. But if you want us to be a little bit more in depth in that, go ahead and book a call. I mean, there's nothing to lose. Like literally, worst case is you just get super duper clear on your offer. But if you really want us to help you and take things to the next level, dial in your messaging. It literally just pays itself just to get super duper clear. Just go ahead and book a call. Okay. So what kind of results can you see like once you actually dial in your messaging? Like I said, immediately people see you as an authority in a specific niche. People who were like following you, like friends or even acquaintances, they'll see you make that shift in messaging and they'll be like, oh, like, what is this? What's going on? Right. When you post content and people land on your profile, they say, oh my goodness, like this person speaks to me and I know they have the solution. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. So in a nutshell, guys, this is how you craft a 6-figure impact message. Literally takes 15 to 30 minutes of just getting something started, right? Like don't procrastinate and overthink it. Just go ahead and get something started. And you're just gonna have to go out into the market and test it. Like you're just gonna have to go out there, test the messaging, test the content, and see how it lands. And if it doesn't, that's totally fine. You just go back to the drawing board. But if you guys do want to expedite that process and really work with us to really dial in your offer and messaging in a way that gets you your dream clients, clients are going to pay you like so much, and really start to establish yourself as an authority in the space. Just go ahead and book a call with the link below. But yeah.
One thing that I notice sometimes people do with their impact messages, as you're thinking, guys, like don't say, the result is for them to be happier or more confident or, feel good about life. Like that is very vague. Exactly what is the outcome that they're going to get out of that happiness? Is it better relationships? Is it, a better career? Is it having more energy? So really be watchful to not use those shiny words. But really to be super dialed in, as Matt was saying.
Yeah, because you have to think about this, right? There are nice to haves, and there are things where, like, yes, I'm willing to pay you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to get that specific outcome. So you really got to be specific in terms of what that is. And Mel, I think you said that beautifully. It's one of those buckets.
Yeah.
But then again, guys, it all comes down to who? Like the power of one. Who are you speaking to? Right. All right, guys. So if you have a message or something you want us to take a look at here for you, I'm just sorry, I haven't been able to see the comments here. Yeah, if you guys have any an offer you're thinking about, or like just like a marketing message that you're thinking about testing or you already have and you want us to like give us your feedback and thoughts on it, feel free to drop a one in the chat. Because I guarantee you guys, like once you dial that in, it's gonna be such a game changer and you're gonna have so much clarity on everything else.
Yeah, for sure. And especially like this is like basically the foundational step. The next step is watch last week's video if you haven't watched it, because through that we broke down how we exactly one of our videos got us 1,500 applications. So when your marketing message is clear, then whatever content you put out, then the right people will come in and they'll be like, yep, we want to work with you.
Yep.
So this is definitely the foundation to get it right before you make any content.
Yeah. Yep. And really that was like, and we're like everything we tell you guys is like transparent. We're not holding anything back. Like everything that Mel has seen in terms of her success and why she was able to, get those people reaching out, inquiring is, like I said, messages of people saying like, wow, like that video you put out literally spoke to me. That video you put out was literally me.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat here. And if you guys want a copy of this document, just let's see here. I can send this over to you. Just leave a comment. The word training, and Mel will personally send you this document afterwards. But this is a really good starting point to make sure that you guys get your messaging dialed in. Cool. Okay. Yep. Jack, we can send that over to you. Yep, you're very welcome.
Mhm.
Yeah, really, really excited, guys, because like I said, this is one of the first things we cover in our mentorship. We do this multiple times, is we get you, make sure you're super duper clear in terms of what your marketing message is. And instantly, you know, people have been saying they've been getting so much clarity in terms of how they move forward, especially with their content, how they're going to deliver. People reaching out know what it is they need to do, really start to build that foundation in terms of becoming an authority. Not to just chase views, but to get clients, right? That's get your dream client. That's essentially what it is we're going to do here. And just so you guys are also aware here, our growth mentorship, we're getting a lot of enrollments right now. So we're only going to take a couple more people. And this truly is like, I would say, like, what we're offering compared to like what it's going to take to get in here, at least in this season, is by far none. Like it's like in such an insane amount of value that you're going to be getting for this. And we realize that, hey, like, we're just launching this, but I can tell you that this is not our first rodeo. And we're going to teach you everything, our whole systems, processes that basically got Mel from an account from like 3 followers to nearly 200K, as well as 70K revenue per month business. We teach you everything, and this is the first thing that we dial in with you, make sure that's all good to go. And then pretty
Matt,
much it's
like
just from scaling there.
that's the beauty of it, because like as some of you guys know, like I have personally invested close to $150,000 in different mentorship programs and coaches and things like that. And the other day somebody asked me, like, why is this different? Like, how is this exactly different? And the difference is that we have been there. We have gone through the ups and downs of running an online practice and online coaching business. So we know what you're going to go through too as well. So it's not like, oh my God, you have to put all these fires out. We know exactly what you should be doing. Whereas other agencies, it's just like, oh yeah, let's do Airbnb, let's do solar, let's do business. It's so generalized. And again, just like how we were telling you guys, you shouldn't be generalized, because generalized approaches don't get you this much result. This is the same thing. Ours is so specialized for health advocates and coaches and people who want to promote holistic medicine or medicine in general, that we know how to do it. So we never come from the angle of sales as we're talking with our clients. It's always from an angle of service and nurture. And that's what sets us apart. It's not like, oh my God, come and, enroll in my gut health program. It's really like helping them understand this is where you're at, and this is where we're going to take you, and this is where you will be by working with us. So yeah, it's really like different. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. And it's basically like everything that we have learned through all this investments that we've done, we're giving it to you guys for like a insanely crazy price as well too. So I wish I had this when I first started, because it would have saved me so much time and so much headache, and we would have just got right to the point and scaled in like month 1. But yeah, so this is very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have Marcella here, who just recently joined. So actually we had a really good call. So yeah, welcome. So good to see you. Yeah, guys. So like, you trust me, you don't want to be in that situation where you're like, damn, like a month from now, you're 2 months from now, like, dude, to get on, it's like double, triple the price. Like you don't want to be in that situation. And this is where you're gonna get the most hands-on support with the exec team for that crazy price. So yeah, don't be that person who looks back and says like, shoot, I should have just pulled the trigger. Because you're investing in yourself ultimately.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, if you have any other like questions, you want to take a look at your messaging, your offering, we can go ahead and take a look at that. If not, we can end here. And if you guys want a copy of this sheet, just drop into the comments training, and we'll be sure to send that over to you. Cool. It's so weird. I have to look at my phone for the comments and then alive for this. Perfect.
Yep. Awesome.
Cool. All right. Cool. Samantha's asking, joining, what's the price? Yeah, great question. So because we are launching this, what we're kind of looking for is like, all right, number one is this, are you like a good fit? Because one of the things we have to also take in consideration is like, this isn't for everybody. Like if you already have an existing business, or if you feel like you have a skill set in like holistic where you can really help someone, we'd love to help you and mentor you and take you to the crazy heights that we did with Mel. And that being said, it is kind of custom depending on where you're at. So best thing I would say is just go ahead and book a call. Mel, can you drop a link into the chat, please, again?
Sure.
And then we'll just kind of take a look at, all right, go deeper into like where you're at, what you're looking to do, and then we could just create something custom tailor to your situation. But I will tell you this though, that once we go ahead and do our first round, we are going to have a standardized price. I can give you a range of what we're going to like pricing at if you guys want, but I tell you, it's going to be a lot. So if you do just want to go ahead and come a call and see like, all right, what's the, if we're a fit and you like what's going on our side, we can talk about the pricing. But like I mentioned, it's going to be the most hands-on support you're going to get with the executive team for our entry level price. So yeah, just go ahead and just book that call at the bottom. Love to have a chat with you and see if we can help and see if it's a fit. We can discuss it from there. And yes, Samantha, I will also send you, or we'll send you a copy of this training document as well, so you can do that. Cool. It's cool. We have to see some of the viewers are already in the program, and yeah, spots are filling up, guys. So make sure you do
The
that.
thing is, like, for example, with Marcella, she knew she wanted to serve people. Like, she had gone through so many different schools. Like, her passion was to serve people, is to serve people. Except she didn't even know where to start. Like, she had no idea. She just knew she has the following set of skills and the following, ways that she can help people. So you don't even have to have a clue that, oh my God, I love gut health, or I love mental health, or I love neuroplasticity or trauma healing. You can just literally get on that call and they'll help you, walk you through it, really dial into like, what is your true genius? What is your true talent? And how can you make like a profitable, marketable business out of it? Because as I sometimes tell doctors is that a lot of times we create programs, which is so wrong. Don't do it. Don't create a program before having everything set up, because you don't know what your market's gonna like. So I see coaches spending hours creating the program, creating the content for it, and then actually starting to like put it out and representing them as that. Whereas for us, like, we've studied so much. We've studied naturopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy, everything, and we love everything. And we're like, this program's gonna be a rock star. Everybody's gonna love it. And we put it out and people are like, oh, okay, that's amazing. And we're like, that's it? Like, we poured our heart and soul into this and you're just saying this is amazing? So this is where my team and I will help you see exactly, is this a profitable message? Is this your true genius? Is this something that you can talk about it for hours nonstop? And if that's the case, we'll really dial in on it and make it super profitable for you. Because at the end of the day, what we like, what we think is going to work, when you present it to the market, is not necessarily how they're going to receive it because of how the message is, all that stuff. So there are a lot of intricacies to it. And yeah, it's definitely exciting to, have a chat, see if we are even a fit, and if we are, how can we potentially help you as well. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. If you're just joining in, welcome. If you want a copy of the recording and this document that I worked off of here, make sure just drop in the comment training, and I'll be sure to send that over to you. Yeah, just spend some time going over this, take a look at it. Yeah, really important, guys.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, last 3 minutes here. If you guys have any marketing messages, or you want to take a look at your profile or anything, happy to bonus this out to you guys and see if we can help you out here. If not, that's okay. We can end here as well.
And just a pointer, when you guys are adding that unique name to your system, you can either call it, at the end of it, add in the word method or accelerator or blueprint or system. And this way it just completes it. So yeah. Yeah, super exciting.
Can I name it the blueprint? Does that work?
Are you gonna teach people about blueprint? Then yeah.
Make
Oh my God.
make a blueprint. Super cool. Awesome, guys. I'm just checking the chat here. I don't think there's anybody. Okay, cool. Well, for those of you who took the time to come on the training, hope you guys found this super valuable, and gives you some thoughts around like, hey, how do I want to think about my messaging, and kind of like who's the one target that I really want to help, and how do I really make sure I have a message that resonates, and that's really going to help you in terms of your content and making sure that you start to build this loyal following, not just because you're going to be an influencer, but it's like truly people who, when they get on a call with you, they're like, I felt like I've known you. You speak to my pain, and based off that, I trust that you have the solution to my problems. And it all comes down to the offer, the messaging, and then from there the content does all the work. So go ahead and give us a watch, and then watch last week's training where Mel and Kyle, they break down like the anatomy of her TikTok video that got like 1,500 opt-ins. But if you'd like to just go ahead and see if I just say, hey, I just want a straight path to get me to create a profitable business that's going to bring me in a lot of income while making a lot of impact, go ahead and book a call. And like I mentioned, just take advantage. If it's like a fit, awesome. And if it's not, that's okay too. Like if we feel like we can't help you, we'll literally just tell you. We'll just give it to someone else who that we can actually help. So just go ahead and do that. Other than that, guys, I don't think there's anybody else here. But yeah, have a fantastic Thursday. Hope you guys have a great weekend as well. Take some time to, recharge, maybe go through some of this training, some apply some of these principles, and just let us know how it goes. Share it in the group.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I'd love to hear you guys' top takeaway. If you don't mind dropping like a sentence or a line or something that you're gonna do through this training, that would be awesome. We love feedback. So yeah, any feedback is appreciated. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, literally this training was created because we put out a poll asking what you guys would like us to cover, and this was one of the more popular things. So if there's anything else like you like us to go into depth in, feel free to let us know. Awesome. All right.
Great.
Till next time.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.